Hello, I am Agatheis, I am online, and I am just starting to try to kill the Queen of Scales in Hand of Fate. This is the first level. We've got the special mask that tells us that this is a chance card, so let's head that way first. The Maiden. One day in a shady forest you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? Now at this stage, we can ask for longer life, supplies, gold. I'm going to ask to be blessed, because this is the first level, and there's a chance that if we get a good blessing, it will last us a long time. So I ask to be blessed. By whatever strength my people yet hold, may you be protected on your journey. Draw one blessing card. Holy touch.
I made that a little too powerful. Yeah. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Not that powerful. Undead that physically strike the player may receive damage themselves. So firstly you've got to be hit, and then it might not happen. So, yeah, whatever. Not great. It is said that sharp-eyed adventurers may protect themselves from the worst of Lady Luck's contrary nature. Farewell, mortal. Next card to the east. To the west, sorry. Oh, help the locals. Carlo, the barkeep of the landlocked lubber, has introduced you to the new Hollow Watch. They help protect a vast area of wood that have become home to many of the people displaced by the chaos of the land. They have many problems that you might be able to assist with. Now, we helped them in the last episode, I think, or the episode before. Many of the New Hollow citizens are starving due to a harsh winter and increased bandit attacks. Can you help us? So we can either refuse or pay 8 food. I guess we'll give them 8 food. You have our dearest thanks, and although I cannot offer you much now, the next time we meet, I'm sure we'll repay you twofold. Okay. Well, let's hope that we do meet them again, because I want my food back. Okay, back to the center, and we'll take this one. Goblin King's Halls Part 4. Oh, this is what got us killed last time. Well, let's get it over with.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Great news, Mr. Lionel declares. Great news, everybody! Excitedly bursting from the back of a wagon as it passes you, along a well-trodden path through a sunny meadow. One of the Goblin King's sons has decided to challenge the old fool for his position as ruler of our people. Under Goblin law, he can legally take his father's place if he can beat him in single combat. But the king, crafty slug that he is, has hidden the crown in the treasure vaults. Without the crown, the leadership cannot be resolved. There must be chaos in the capital. We've already spoken about the capital in the previous episode, so come on, Mr. Lionel, get to the point. Anyway, the point is that the crown is in one of the treasure vaults. If we can find it, then I can use it to blackmail the king into letting me back into the city. How about it, friend? Let's go to and find another vault then. That's the spirit, Lionel says gleefully, rubbing his hands together. That crown is going to get me back to my rightful place. You lead the way this time. Hours later, you stand staring through the doorway into another vault. Good luck, my friend, Lionel says, giving you a reassuring pat on the arm. Find the treasure chest. The crown must be in there. You pause for a moment, wondering if that was a voice you heard echoing between the traps. Mr. Lionel gives you a helpful kick to the rear, sending you through the doorway. where we find out that there's a goblin throwing grenade cannons. Annihilation helm, shield, sword, what the hell? Right. So we have to dodge this there. Don't fall in spikes, not fall in spikes. Right, don't do that. All that. How do we get across this safely? Go for it. Chest though. Where's the crown? Your goblin companion demands, springing out of nowhere as you exit the maze. What do you mean there are goblins in there throwing bombs at you? That's great news! The crown must be inside! Wait! They're probably moving the crown to another vault as we speak. You'd better try harder next time. Oh, come on, Mr. Lionel. That cost me so much health. Okay, we're going to heal up as we go to the south and then to the east. Demon Trader, Part 3.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
In your dreams one night, you are summoned to a fiery pit and greeted by a familiar demon. Greetings, mortal. I am again in need of spiritual fulfillment. Trade you another magical item for it? Pay 2 blessings for a magical item. Sure. The demon eyes you hungrily. It opens its fiery maw and you feel some part of your soul dragged into that hellish abyss. This card's token is now yours. What do we get? Tasty! Your new magical item will be sent along to the mortal realm soon. In the meantime, take this old thing. Draw 1 equipment card. Mithril.
Immaculate metal and worked to perfection. A fine garb indeed.
That is handy. Light armor, but basically heavy. Yeah. I will equip that.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
And the final card on this level? Forest Escape.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
To be honest, I wanted to keep those blessings, but the only way we can unlock the card is to give the blessings away. So, if you want to progress through the game, you just have to do that sometimes. Your path forwards will take you into the forest. You have discovered the exit to this area. Either take the forest path, or turn back. We'll take the forest path. You embark upon the next leg of your adventure. So call for the priest is there. It's a linear level, so, well, who cares?
This can only end one way, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know. The way it's always ended. The White Council, Part 4.
I will happily wager on the
The
outcome.
White Council DLC, the
I do not
mages.
think you have what it takes.
On a fine sunny day, you set out into the forest, hidden in a barrel on the wagon of Tarin, the merchant. Your destination is the White Council's stronghold. After what seems like hours, a deep voice calls out, "Halt!" Tarin yelps in surprise, and the wagon stops. You hear Tarin greet someone. "Ah, hello, my lord. I have your usual shipment here. Nothing interesting to say about it." You cringe in your barrel. "Is that so? the other voice remarks casually, before falling silent for some time. Then, here is your payment, and you hear the click of gold coins. Suddenly, there is a blinding white light. When your vision clears, you dare to look out from your place of concealment. You see that you, and all the stock from Taran's wagon, are now
It has
sitting
been
in the
called the
middle of a
game of
stone
eternity that we play.
Yes.
I didn't think that meant you'd take forever to make a decision, mind.
Inside a circle of runes and symbols. A trio of poorly dressed goblins sets to work, sorting everything into a storage room to one side, under the supervision of a bored-looking mage, who will attempt to sneak away. So we want to get that huge success if we can. I think it was here. Yes, it was. A goblin suddenly drops a barrel of apples, sending them rolling across the hall. You helped yourself to some supplies while the mage berates the poor creature before sneaking out a side door. The dealer draws you 1 food gain card. Gain 10 food. That helps a lot. You soon discover that the tower is a sprawling maze of passages and chambers, many more than could actually fit inside the structure you saw from a distance. You are inexplicably drawn to a bare stone chamber with an opening to the sky above. You watch as a magician summons an enormous scaled creature into existence. Its form seems mainly to be composed of vicious-looking claws, gnashing teeth, and writhing tentacles. You feel dizzy just watching it. It lunges, biting and slashing at the wizard, but backs away when he raises an ornately decorated skull. The wizard addresses the creature. You will go to the city of Kadir and kill the Duke. The creature's unblinking eyes gaze in every direction at once, and his sinister voice resonates from a dozen mouths. How has he wronged you? Or is this more wisdom from the benevolent council? He foolishly questions my will, as you do, the wizard responds, holding the skull higher. Go! I command it! The beast retreats once more, rasping. Beware, Zahagan! The bones of my true master will not protect you forever. One day you will slip and drop them, and then I shall have you in my claws. Your threats are hollow, demon, and serve only to delay your departure. The mage stops abruptly. What are you up to? He mutters, then quickly looks around the room in alarm. His gaze comes to rest directly on you, watching from the shadows. We will attempt to knock the skull from his hands instead of fleeing the room. Right, any success will do.
A choice.
That
Select your
success.
desire.
You send your weapon flying across the room, crashing into the skull and knocking it to the floor. The mage looks from the fallen skull to you, and then to the beast. His mouth opens, but before he can utter a word, a dozen tentacles descend upon him. I lost my weapon there, I think. A loud bell begins ringing through the halls. More robed figures appear from the glowing portals to aid their leader. You flee the room as the sounds of fire, magic, and teeth do battle. Under the cover of the chaos you have sown, you manage to loot a magical artifact of some kind from an unoccupied laboratory before being spotted. There's an intruder in the lab! A magician calls from the doorway. No time for that now, someone yells. Just expel it before it damages something important.
For eons I have waited for an appropriate player. It seems there are more eons ahead.
One of the magicians casts a spell, and you find yourself standing in the forest, the tower just visible in the far distance. This card's token is now yours. Blink. Okay, we've got two tokens already on this adventure, which is exactly what we got in the last one. And the last one lasted 3 episodes. I think I've lost my weapon though. All I've got is a rusty axe. That's no good. At least we got the mithril armor, which is pretty cool. And no blessings though. Didn't we pick up an artifact? Apparently we didn't. No? I thought he said we picked up an artifact. We already had the Ring of Hindsight. I thought we already had the Merchant's Ring. And I thought we had the Ring of Survival, but okay. That's it, I guess. Or maybe it's contained within the token. We'll see. Okay, next one. Moving on. Cave
Rescues and redemption are the stock in trade of a hero, of course. That's one of the questions we must ask the cards, though, is it not? Are you, in fact, a hero?
I'd like to think so. Screams draw you to a nearby cave. Inside, you see a terrified maiden being held captive by pirates. The dealer draws you 2 monster cards. 2 of dust, 2 of dust.